Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Justin, and today I'm going to be doing some test hands with Spyral. Now, Spyral is one of my favorite decks to play. I think it's still, even after the hits, you know, Master Plan being banned currently, I think it's still pretty strong. Could put up some powerful end boards, and I think, you know, um, I still think it's a very, very strong deck to play, and it's very fun too. Like I think, uh, I think it's a sleeper for sure. No pun intended. No pun intended there. But we're gonna do a couple of test hands in this video. We'll do two, and see what we can do. See if I can showcase the deck off, and you know, show off the cool plays, because there are a lot of cool things you can do with this deck still. And hopefully I can show it off in this video. So we're gonna shuffle up and draw our hand. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. So we are going to draw our hand. We opened up a Super Agent, Machine Duplication, Rescue, Resort, and a copy of Big Red for our opening hand going first here. This hand is essentially full combo for the deck, and I'll showcase why. So we are going to start off by activating our field spell, Spyral Resort. Now, Resort is an insane field spell because it has the effect where your opponent cannot target other Spyral cards you control with card effects. So it turns off cards like Veiler, Mourner, Imperm, and essentially lets your plays go off almost without a problem, as you'll see here. So we're gonna activate our Resort. Has another effect where once per turn, you can add one Spyral monster from your deck to your hand. So we're gonna use that effect to search our copy of our Spyral Quick Fix. Quick Fix, super strong card. Not a once per turn, has two effects. Not a once per turn on either of them, and hopefully I can showcase the power. So once we search out our Quick Fix, we're gonna normal summon it and activate its effect to search for a Spyral Gear card. And we are going to search out our copy of our Spyral Gear Drone. Drone, super strong card because it helps you look at your opponent's top of the deck and like change it in any order you want. The top 3 cards of their deck. So I'm going to add that to hand, and now what we're going to do is activate Machine Duplication, targeting Quick Fix, to special summon out 2 more copies of Quick Fix from the deck. So we're gonna summon one here, and another here. Now, like I said earlier, it's not a once per turn on either effect, so we can go chain 1, chain 2, and we can search out a Big Red. And we can search for another drone. We're gonna get through all of our Spyral Gear cards in this combo, so it doesn't really matter what you search. After you search the Big Red and the drone, I should say. So now that we have our Spyral monsters on the board, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take these two, I'm gonna link these 2 away for our Spyral Double Helix. Extremely strong link to monster that Spyral has. And what's cool about it is that its name becomes a Spyral Super Agent while on the field or in the graveyard. And Quick Fix has an ability where if you control a Spyral Super Agent, if this card is in your graveyard, you can discard a card, special summon it, banish it when it leaves the field. But we're going to get around that pretty easy. Now, we don't know the top card of our opponent's deck yet, but we're going to. So what we're going to do is we are going to discard our drone to special summon out our Quick Fix. Now we have drone engraved, which is important. So we have drone engraved. We're going to activate Quick Fix again to search. We're going to search out our Last Resort. Last Resort is an important card for this combo, as you'll see why as we go through the combo. We add our resort. Now, what we're gonna do is before we use double helix, we're gonna get a negate established first. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna discard another card. We're gonna discard our rescue. And we're gonna special summon the trap. Special summon Quick Fix and use its effect again to search. In this case, we'll grab another drone. Okay. Now, when you use the ability to special summon Quick Fix from grave, it banishes itself when it leaves the field. How we're going to get around that is we're going to overlay them together. And we're going to go for a copy of Ghost Trick Dullahan. Now, Dullahan is important because it helps us overlay also into Angel of Mischief. If you're familiar with the Ghost Trick engine, you know this leads to a Utopic Draco Future, which is an incredibly strong monster. Monster negate that also takes control permanently. It's extremely strong. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Angel of Mischief. We're going to use the effect Detaching Dullahan specifically to add a Ghost Trick spell or trap from deck to hand. In this case, we're going to add Ghost Trick Shot. Now we're going to activate Shot to special summon a Ghost Trick from hand or graveyard. We're going to special summon out our Dullahan. Dullahan is going to overlay into another Angel of Mischief. And now that we have two rank 4s on the board, we can use them both. These go to grave since they were used as material. They weren't on the field, they were underneath Angel of Mischief. We're going to overlay these two. Excuse me, sorry about that. Goes to grave, and we're going to go into a Utopic Future, which will go into a Utopic Draco Future. And now we have a nice negate ready for our opponent in case they want to hand trap us on our double helix, which can still lose to an Ash Blossom, even though we have Resort, because Ash Blossom does not target. Now, what we're going to do, we need to guarantee we know the top card of our opponent's deck. We have a drone in graveyard, so what we're going to do is we're going to activate our big red targeting drone to special summon it from grave. Now, drone, when it's normal, or if it's normal special summoned, you can look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and if you do, you can place them back in any order. So we're going to do that, use the effect. Now we know the top card of our opponent's deck. We can activate Double Helix to add a Spyral Sleeper, which is why I said no pun intended earlier. I'm going to add Sleeper from deck to hand. Sleeper is an incredibly strong card in Spyral. Quick effect, pop 2 cards your opponent controls essentially for free, and you'll see why here. So we're going to add the Sleeper to our hand. Now, what we're going to do is discard another card using Quick Fix's effect. We're going to discard another drone. Actually, we'll discard a Super Agent. Discard a Super Agent to special Quick Fix. And we're going to use Quick Fix effect again to search. And we're going to search for our utility wire, which is a very, very strong card. Because if you control a Spyral Super Agent, which we do, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and place it on top of the deck, which is very strong, of course, for Spyral knowing the top card of your opponent's deck. This essentially gets you that. I'm going to add that to our hand. Now we still have more plays. What we can do here is we can overlay these two. And we can go into a Recital Starling. Recital Starling's effect on summon can boost a monster on the field by 300 attack and defense for each material attached. So on summon, we're going to target a double helix to boost it up by 600 since there's 2 monsters underneath of it. And we're going to use the effect detaching to add a level 1 Winged Beast, which is our copy of DD Crow, another form of disruption for our opponent. Drop my cards. Sorry about that, guys. And then again, what we can do here is go Quick Fix effect again, engrave, discarding to special summon. We're going to discard another copy of drones. And I believe I am all out of targets for Quick Fix. Let's just double check. Yeah, no more Spyral Gear cards in our deck. So essentially now what we can do is just build our board. We are going to use these two. We're going to overlay these two. And we're going to go into a copy of Ensemble Robin, which if your opponent special summons a monster, you can detach a material, target one of them, and return it to the hand, which is not a once per turn. So another strong piece of interruption for our opponent. And we still have one more Quick Fix, engrave. I'm going to use the effect, discarding our drone, special summon Quick Fix. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use these two. This will get banished. We'll put it over here, off to the side. This goes to grave. And we are going to make an IP Masquerena underneath. Now we can use drone's effect engrave, this banishing itself and another Spyral card to add Super Agent back to our hand. And now we still have 3 Spyral cards in our graveyard. Or actually, better yet, instead of doing that, we can leave our Super Agent engrave. And then we can just banish 3. We'll banish the rescue. Actually, no, we'll keep the rescue engrave. We'll banish those 3 from our grave to special summon out our copy of Spyral Sleeper. And then we're going to use Last Resort's effect in hand, targeting Sleeper to equip it, which essentially makes it so where Sleeper cannot be destroyed by his own destruction effect, and your opponent can't target it, which is good because you also have Resort as protection too, as well as this. So and we also have our utility wire, which we can put face down. We have Big Red, and we have a DD Crow. Now resort during the end phase, you have to shuffle a monster from your graveyard back into the deck or it destroys itself. So we're gonna go end phase and shuffle back our drone. And that is our board. We have a pretty strong board off of Quick Fix plus a machine duplication. So that is our first test hand here in this video. We'll do a second one here soon. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And let me know what you guys think. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you guys.